Future kings, future queens. While a significant portion of the world's countries have no idea who will be their head of state in 10, 20, 30 years, some European countries can actually predict the future. I'm talking about monarchies. Thanks to established lines of succession, they know perfectly who will be their next head of state. Of course, history likes to surprise, but today I'll present you 10 heirs to European thrones. Hi, my name is Anna and welcome to On Royals. If you want to support my channel, please hit subscribe button and give a thumb up. Today I'll briefly tell you about those who will be next European monarchs. We have 12 monarchies, but we only know who will succeed the current monarchs in 10 monarchies. This is because two of the monarchies, Vatican and Andorra, are partially or fully elected monarchies or elective monarchies. So this is why I will not talk about them today. First, an obvious choice, United Kingdom. This is the best known to the throne in the world, I presume, Prince William. He's 41-year-old, married to Catherine, has 3 children, George, Louis and Charlotte. He will succeed his 75-year-old father on the UK throne. In the United Kingdom, the heir to the throne holds the title of Prince of Wales. And you probably know quite a lot about Prince William. He attended Eton first as the primary and secondary education, and then he went to St Andrews University in Scotland when he studied geography. After this, he did Royal Military Academy at Sandhurst, and later he was a helicopter ambulance driver, or a pilot actually. Now he is heir to the British throne from September 2022 after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and is full-time Prince of Wales. He takes on many initiatives and help his father. Belgium. The heir to the Belgian throne is 22 years old Princess Elizabeth. She is daughter of a current royal couple, King Philip, who Elizabeth will succeed at one point in a time, is currently 63 years old. Traditionally, in Belgium, the title that the heir to the throne has is Duchess or Duke of Brabant. Elizabeth is educated internationally. She started her education in Belgium, but then transferred to Wales. She completed her high school at Atlantic College in Wales, which is a very prestigious school, and many of European monarchies send their children to this school in Wales. After graduating in 2020, she joined the Royal Military Academy in Brussels and currently holds the rank of second lieutenant. She is now studying at the Oxford University, and once she become a queen of Belgians, she will be the first queen regnant in Belgian history. Denmark. Christian. Christian is 18 years old and is still enrolled in high school on the suburbs of Copenhagen. He is very fresh to his role as Crown Prince of Denmark, as he became heir to the throne in January 2024. He will succeed his now 55-year-old father, a fresh King Frederick X. When he becomes king, he will bear the title of Christian XI. A quick detour from the Nordic families to our countries. So in Europe, we have not only kings and queens, but also princes. And one of them is in Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein, a small nation in Alps, is currently ruled by Prince Hans Adam, who is now 79 years old. And he will be succeeded by his son Alois, 55 years old now. Similar situation in Luxembourg. The Grand Duke of Luxembourg, Henry, is 68 years old, and his son, who will succeed him as a Grand Duke of Luxembourg, Guillaume, is 42 years old. Both Guillaume and Alois attended not only international schools throughout their educations, but also attended Royal Academy in Sandhurst in UK. Let's move to Monaco. Prince Albert of Monaco is currently 65, but his successor, heir to the throne, is actually the youngest among them all. Jacques is only 9 years old. Despite being the younger twin brother, he and not his 2 minutes older sister Gabrielle inherits the throne. And this is because of male primogeniture in Monaco, which favors sons over daughters. Prince Albert has also 2 illegitimate children, but they cannot be heirs to the throne. Bit up north, the Netherlands. The Netherlands has a long-standing tradition of having queens. The last 3 monarchs in the Netherlands were queens. Now there is Willem-Alexander, 56 years old, and he actually has a daughter who will succeed him. He has 3 daughters, but Katrina Amalia is the oldest one, and she is the heir to Kingdom of Netherlands. She's 20 years old, and she did her high school in international school in The Hague, and now she's enrolled in Amsterdam University. Firstly, she was actually even living at the university dorm as a regular student, but shortly after she started, because of security reasons, she was moved back to the palace. Norway. In Norway, the heir to the throne is Håkon. He's 50 years old, and he will likely succeed his 87 years old dad, King Harald, in more or less a decade. Håkon has one older sister, Martha Louise, but in Norway, absolute primogeniture was introduced only in 1990, and this was when both of the kids of Harald were teenagers, so it wasn't acting retrospectively. Therefore, not Martha Louise, but Håkon is the heir to the throne. In the 90s, Håkon served in Norwegian Navy and studied at various universities, including University of Berkeley in California. He also did some studies at University of Oslo and London School of Economics. In 2001, Håkon married Mette-Marit, with whom he has 2 children. Staying in the Nordics, Sweden. In Sweden, the heir to the throne is Victoria. She's 46 years old and probably the next queen that Europe can expect. At some point, she will succeed her now 77 years old father, Carl Gustaf. Victoria is a beloved princess, married to Daniel, a former fitness coach, and together they have 2 children. She received a comprehensive education, including university in France, University of Yale, and Swedish Uppsala. But she wasn't always the heir to the throne. As she was born in 1977 and her brother was born in 1979, there was still a male primogeniture in Sweden. Swedish parliament has changed the rule to absolute primogeniture, but only from 1st of January 1980. Though because of the children were very young at this point, they decided that the law will act retrospectively and Victoria, as the oldest, will be the next queen. And finally, we move south to Spain. Leonora is not technically the heir to the Spanish throne, she's only heir presumptive, which means that it's exactly the same situation as Princess Elizabeth had in UK before she became Elizabeth II. So if current King Felipe with his wife, Queen Letizia, would potentially have a son, then the son will be the heir to the throne and not Leonora. Though I don't think they're really planning to have another kid, and now 56 years old King Felipe treats Leonora as the heir to the Spanish throne. Leonora by now also carries the title for the heir of Spanish throne. She is Princess of Asturias. And on her 18th birthday, she was also proclaimed as the heir to the throne. Leonora, as her Belgian counterpart, wrote her IB in Atlantic College in Wales and then began a military career. Since 2023, she has been enrolled in a 3-year military program. Once Leonora will be the Queen of Spain, she will be the first Queen Regnant of Spain in more than 150 years. To sum up, there are 2 strong groups among European heirs to the throne. There is the first one, middle-aged, I would call them, which is Norway, Sweden, UK, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg. And there is the second group, 20 years olds, who are just beginning their adult life and, preparing for being full-time heirs to the throne. And this is Spain and Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, and potentially also Norway, as the second in line to the throne, Ingrid Alexandra, is 20 years old. If I were to create a recipe for heir to the throne and a future king or queen, that would be definitely including international education, maybe already in high school or primary school, but if not, definitely at the university. Most of heirs studied politics, international relations, economy, geography, business. Military training is something quite obvious to the heirs, and preferably a military service, even if it's a short one. Then gradual integration into royal duties, and eventually marrying someone and ensuring that the line of succession will continue. Thanks everyone for watching this episode. I hope you know a bit more about who will run Europe or be actually on European thrones for the next decades. I hope you liked it, and let me know in the comments who is your favorite and maybe who should I dedicate a whole episode to. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.